So we have talked about business, we've talked about motherhood, and now we're going to talk about my favorite topic, money. The next author is the author of Achieve Financial Freedom, The Roadmap to Financial Success, Maria Ellis. Maria, hello.
Hello, Angela. How are you?
Good. There's your beautiful book right there, Achieve Financial Freedom. Everybody needs this book because everyone wants financial freedom. But who is this book for? What's it about?
Well, this book is for everybody, really, but specifically, my ideal reader is a woman between 25 and 45 years old who's, somebody who's starting a career or somebody who is already working, but there seems to be like there's having a lot of pressure, lots of work, but the money tends to disappear. So, it's like there are too many days in a month and not enough money kind of thing. So my goal really is to be able to provide you with a financial roadmap, with a financial that is going to help you achieve financial success.
And let's talk a little bit about your background and your business. What makes you qualified to be the author of this book?
Yes, absolutely. I have been in banking for about 25 years. And in that process, I have worked with the large corporations and medium-sized companies. I've also counseled executives in terms of investments. And I currently have a real estate business as well as an investment advisory. So my, goal in life is to be able to help people um, create the dream life and be able to achieve that. That gives me lots of pleasure.
Do you think it's easier if you start younger? You mentioned this guide is sort of for millennials, people in their 20s, maybe. Why
Yeah,
start there?
yeah, it's interesting because when you're young, you really don't think that much about, 40 years down the road when you're thinking about retirement. But we know that the best way to achieve financial freedom is to start now, actually to start yesterday. You need to start managing your money. You need to start paying off if you're a recent graduate, for instance, to start paying off your school loans. Sometimes when I remember when I was a younger person, just graduated from college, had a student loans, and I asked for advice, and they said, well, what you need to do is to start saving, but really what you needed to do first is to start paying off the debt, because the debt was, the interest rates were high versus the small amount of interest that you earn at a bank. So it's just learning about, basic investment and financial principles are just so important for you to achieve financial freedom.
I love that. Such a great example. This is your first book, right?
This is my first book, and I have already have other books in mind. So we're going to be
Yeah,
working
I
together
always
for a
say books
while.
are like tattoos. You can't just have one.
Yes,
Uh,
indeed.
Tell us about your experience with the author incubator. What were some highlights for you? What do you think helped you to get your book done?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit more about my experience in general, dicing people, and then I'll get to the second question that you're asking. One of the reasons why I'm very passionate about this is because life changes for people as we grow older, and our needs change and our dreams change. So, for instance, somebody who is in the mid 30s might want to start saving money to buy a home, as an example. Somebody who is in the mid 40s need to start worrying about, oh, how am I going to pay for my children's education, right? Somebody who is in the mid 50s is like, oh my God, 10 more years and I'm going to retire. How am I going to live? How much money I'm going to have? Will I be able to have the same lifestyle? And then, as you grow older, you're worried about, well, estate planning. How are you going to, to whom are you going to leave all your assets that you have accumulated over time? And if you don't have a estate plan or a will or a trust, then you may just not be able to accomplish your goals. So all of this really, all of these reasons, because for instance, to give you another example, I had a client who had remarried, and he didn't change his trust in terms of the beneficiary. And so when he passed on, the first wife, who he hated, received the benefits of the insurance policy because he has totally forgotten about making the change. Something that is so simple, but yet if you don't review your financial plan every year, then you don't have that in mind.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another example of, the importance of doing financial plan. So that's really deep in my heart. And I have been thinking about doing this for a while. But then when I saw your promotion about the author incubator, I knew that I needed your assistance in terms of creating that accountability, having the systems in place, and the community that is going to enable all of us to be successful. And so I'd like to say thank you for your team. I think all your team members are great, but a special person in my heart is Corey. He has been exceptional. So thank you for that, Corey.
Awesome. Nice shout out to Corey. He's an amazing editor. Maria Ellis's book is Achieve Financial Freedom, the roadmap to financial success. This roadmap is yours for the low, low price of free, but only if you get it right now. So please head over to Amazon and get a copy of Maria's book.
And may I add just a quick notice? I have the book now is online through if you Google mastermind.com and Google Achieve Financial Freedom, then you'll be able to have also your own personalized financial plan on a complimentary basis. That's going to be good through Christmas. So
Great.
I welcome everybody to download the book and to actually start implementing and creating a financial plan.
So powerful. Congratulations again, Maria.